Hi, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the SEO on the back end of your WordPress site. You've got the plugin installed, you've already got the Yoast plugin installed, and now you're going to make sure that all of the SEO on all of your pages and all of your blog posts is on point. So let me just share my screen for you and we will go from there. So back in the back end of our WordPress site, we're on the dashboard. I'm going to click on dashboard so you will see everything there. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to go to posts because I'm going to do the SEO on my blog posts first. So I'm going to go to all posts. So this isn't just something you can do on new pages. Once you've installed the plugin, you can then go back and do the SEO on all the other pages. So I'm going to do it on my latest blog, which was the 4-day work week. So I'm going to click on edit. So if I click on that, it will open the post so that I can edit it. Okay, and then you can see I've got a really, really long blog post here, but we're going to scroll past that for now because what we're going to do is we're going to come down to here because this is the Yoast plugin and this is where it is working. And what is great is this shows you everything that you need to do to make sure your SEO is on point. So if you just click on the little arrow by SEO analysis, it's got little dots, it's got a little traffic light system, which is really, really easy to understand. So it will tell you your SEO title. So I'm going to start at the bottom. It will tell you your SEO title width is good. So basically this is my SEO title. So you can see that it's good. It's green. That's great. That's what we want it to be. Now, you can see that if it was a little bit longer, so Shelley Shawman, so if I just type in goal setting coach, and say I typed in Bedfordshire, for argument's sake, England, let's keep going. So you can see that's too long. So if I go down to there, it will say my SEO title is wider than the view limit. So I'm going to just keep it to goal setting coach because that's, we want it, we want to get as much information as we can in there without going over the top. But the important thing is it's got what's going to be my keywords in it, and it's going to be 4-day work week. Those are going to be my keywords. So I'm going to type those in now because these are the keywords that I want this blog post to appear for. So if people are searching about a 4-day work week, my blog post will hopefully start to appear in the Google ratings. So as we go down, you can see that quite a few have turned green as soon as I've typed in what the keyword phrase is. So the key phrase is in the slug. What does that mean? It's not a gardening problem. What it means is the slug is when you go www.shelleyshawman.com, the slug is 4-day work week. So if you go onto the right hand side here, it will give you the link and it will be 4-day work week. Now I've got that on there already because it is the title of my blog post. So you can change these. So if you want to, I could change that. The only problem with changing it is as soon as you change this, it's going to change the URL. So if you have already got places linking to this, you're best off leaving it as it is. But if you're just writing it from the outset, you know what your focus key phrase is, make sure it's in the title, and that job is done. So the SEO title is good. Key phrase in the title, I just touched on that. The exact match of the focus key phrase appears at the beginning of the SEO title. So that means it's here. So it's in the title. So I could change that again. I would just click on that. 4-day work week, I could write pros and cons if I wanted to. Again, I'm keeping it at the front of the title, but I'm telling people what the blog post is about. So when that says key phrase in title, that's where it's looking. It's telling me my text length is good because it contains 1,292 words. Now, trust me, I didn't write all of those words. This is, many of you will know, my podcast that I transcribe into a blog post so that I have content to share on my website. But the minimum amount of words any page should have on the internet is 300. So it will tell you if you're under 300. It will tell me that the previously used key phrase, I've not used this key phrase before, so that's good. Because what you want to do is, even though you my key phrase could be goal setting, for argument's sake, but I can't use goal setting on every single page of my website, but I can use variations of it. So I could use goal setting coach, I could use goal setting tips, I could use goal setting on its own, but I couldn't use goal setting on its own on every page of the website. So it will tell you if you've already used it before. Key phrase density. The focus key phrase was found 13 times. This is great. What does that mean? That means that within those 1,292 words, my key phrase was found 13 times. And if you click on the little eye and go up to the text, it will highlight when they've been used. So 4-day work week. Sometimes it just picks up on one of the words, but 4-day work week there, you can see that I've used it. Work. Sound like Rihanna, work. So it will tell you if you've used it too much. Because what you want to do is you don't want to overfill with keywords. You don't want it to be spammy. You want your content, you want your content to be readable. So if, for argument's sake, you've got it in there too many times, you would have to adjust the text. If it's not in there enough, again, just go back and just change some of the text and see where you could pop that key phrase in a little bit more. The key phrase length is good. So what does that mean? Basically, the key phrase, word phrase, it likes it. Oh, let's just open another window. It likes it to be less than 4 words. So you don't want to write a massive sentence. 4 words is maximum, excuse me. Images. It likes your pages to have images. So as you can see, scroll up, I've added an image. And this is just a stock image that I got from, I believe I might have got this one from Unsplash. So I have added an image to the post. And on this one, because I've already uploaded it and I uploaded it with the title 4-day work week, it says my image key phrase, good job. So it means that my title of the image is 4-day work week. And if I type it in here as well, 4-day work week, it means that if people search this, when you go onto Google and it has the images, it means that images will show up for that. So for my other business, I had wedding cakes and a key phrase of mine was wedding cakes Bedfordshire. So I would put the alt text as wedding cakes Bedfordshire. So if you Google wedding cakes Bedfordshire and click on the images, a lot of the images are mine. Therefore, if you then click on the image, it will take you back through to my website. So it's just making it, even more visible. So just make sure that your image has the alt text exactly the same as your keyword. So then we're going to go up to the things that I now need to change. So the meta description length, no meta description has been specified. So this is the meta description here. So if you go onto Google and you search on Google and you get all of the lists that come up, the meta description is the little bit that comes in black underneath. And you can define what that is going to say. So I'm going to I copy a little bit of the text out of here. So I'm going to write this. Today, what I want to talk to you about is the 4-day work week. So I'm going to copy and paste that down into here. You can see that I've actually spelt that wrong. So it'll say 4-day work week and it's too short. It's still, so if I scroll down, it will tell me I've got a meta description, but it's too short. I've still got more characters to use. So I'll go back up, I'll scroll back up and I can say what else, what else can I do? Is there anything that I can perhaps copy? But no, so I'm just going to go in this blog post. We will be looking at the pros and cons of this option. So now you can see it's turned green. And it tells people what this page is going to be about. So when people are going down Google and they're searching, they can go, yes, that's great. That's what this page is about. So make sure that you're being really specific about, that this is relatable to what your content actually says, because there's nothing worse than clicking on something and it having nothing to do with what this says. So it then says key phrase in introduction. So basically my key phrase should be in the first paragraph. Now, if you look up, this is my first paragraph. It's in there, but it's not exactly the same because there's a dash in there. And for some reason, I've done work week all as one word. So if I've changed that, if I scroll back down, it will say, there you go, key phrase in introduction. So it's telling me that my key phrase is in the introduction, so that's fine, job's done. And that extra little keyword was still great. It still hasn't taken it over. And now what we're going to look at is internal and outbound links. So the difference between the two is an internal link is a link that takes you to another page on your website. So the idea is that you want people to come to your website and you want people to stay on your website. You want them to go to lots of different pages. So what you can do is do a little thing. If you have, so I can write on here, I'd love you to check out more of my blogs. You can do so here. So if I then highlight that word and I click here on the little link, I always think it looks like a pay-per-click, but it's a link. And then I can either copy and paste the tab or type in the URL. So I'm just going to go www.shelleyshulman.com/blogs, because I know that that is the page that takes them to all of my blogs. And so if I click on that, it will say, oh, that's given it an outbound link. I don't know why it's done it as an outbound link. That should be an inbound link. And again here, if you haven't already done so, please come over and join my free Facebook group, Goal Setters to Goal Getters. So again, I can add the link and I can go www.facebook.com/groups/goal getters to goal setters, sorry, to goal getters, and enter that, and then that will give me another outbound link. I will have to go back and change that internal link because for some reason it's not showing up. So what I will do is I will update this. So it will update all of the changes that you've made. So it will come at the bottom, post updated. You can see that because everything apart from one is green, I've got a little green. If you have OCDs or anything like that, then trust me, you're going to want to get all of your little smiley faces green. It does get very addictive. So I'm just going to go back just to show you. So internal links, I'm just going to go back to my dashboard and I'm going to go and find the page. I'm going to go to my pages and I am going to go to the one that says blog, and I am going to click on, so down here is the URL. So it is blog, not blogs. There we go. So I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to go back to that blog post. I'm going to go back to posts, back to all posts, and then I will go back into edit because I won't leave it red because it will bother me. And so I will go down and you can see how everything I've already done has saved. And then I will go, where are we? Here. So I'm going to edit that link. I'm going to copy and paste that and I'm going to hit return. So that should now go, there you go, it's an internal link. You may also notice on here, when you hit on the link, you can also do open in a new tab. So that means that your window will open, your window will stay open, and then it will open the new link in another window. So I'm going to open that in a new tab because I would rather, I'd like them to keep my page open. I don't want to take them completely off my website. And I'm going to open that in a new page as well. So that is SEO in a nutshell. Just make sure that you're always updating everything that you have done. And then you can go down and you can do that on all of the pages on your website. So I'm going to do, I can do this one quickly. So you can see that one's already green because I had already done it. So 5 tips for setting goals. So again, you can just scroll down and you can see that everything here is green. So have fun with that. If you do have any questions, because I get that this one can be quite complicated, please do ask. Just put it in the comments section or go over and post it in the Facebook group. Don't be worried about asking questions. That is what this program is all about. But I will see you in the next video. See you soon.